Legacy is the most powerful format that is commonly played in Magic the Gathering. The decks are insanely expensive and the games are lightning fast.
And every decision matters.
We've had our subscribers at home vote for one deck to represent each year since Legacy's inception, and then had Legacy specialists play in a 7-round tournament.
And now we finally have it. We have a top 8 of what could be the best Legacy decks of all time.
And after 7 videos, we'll be finally able to crown the best Legacy deck ever.
Hello!
It's quarterfinals 3 and you're the last thing that keeps me in the tournament, so I kind of have to win.
Will try my best to win with this very powerful deck.
Turn 1 Chalice of the Void on the play. That's exactly what a prison deck wants to do. And my deck, Mono White Initiative in 2022, was the best prison deck. Ancient Tomb decks just wanna push out their creatures as fast as I can. I have Lotus Petal, and most importantly, people, I have Cavern of Souls, which is a fantastic card against Force of Will, which is the deck Thoralf is playing. This hand slaps.
Thoralf, I open a great hand. What about you?
I'm playing Miracles from 2011, and the deck is awesome because we play a control deck that has placed all the good Legacy control cards like Souls to Pleasures and Force of Will, but also has the thing that it casts cards way too cheaply for Miracle, like Terminus and Entreaty Angel, so you can set up your deck with Brainstorm and Sensor's Divining Top, and then for little mana have the biggest effects. It is a very powerful deck. You can start right away.
Ancient Tomb.
Oh.
I got 18. That's 2 life, won't matter very much, and I'll play the most dreaded card in Legacy, a turn 1 Chalice of the Void.
So basically, counter my deck. Right off the gates, we do have a decision to make. Unfortunately, this is not a pretty tough one. We do have to force the Chalice of the Void for 1, because basically half of a deck still has cards that cost 1 mana that we want to cast over the course of probably a long game, because remember, we are a control deck, so that feels like a no-brainer.
All right, sure.
I just have to think what card I'm exiling. We have 2 options in Counterspell and Vendilion Click, and normally you would keep the Counterspell because it's a nice 1-for-1 trade to get into the later stage of the game, but we have to remember our matchup. We're playing against Initiative/Monarch. Having creatures and attacking with them is very important, and that deck doesn't play too many, so we're keeping it right now, so attack very early on. And I will exile a Counterspell. I'll draw. I'll play a Tundra and a Sensor's Divining Top.
Wow, it's so long since I've played against this card.
It's also so long when you play with the card, because what it does is, for 1 mana, I can look at the top 3 cards of my library and arrange them in any order. And for tapping, I can draw the top card and basically exchange it with the top. Go ahead.
Draw. I'll play Lotus Petal.
That resolves.
You don't want to counter it? Well, you certainly can't counter anymore the next spell, because I have a Cavern of Souls. Now
Wait. Is this still on the stack?
This is one of the best land ever made. You choose a creature type, which I'll choose human. And now if I tap this, all my humans are uncounterable. I'll take 2 more life. I'll get a 16. And it's time for the initiative to start. Now, Seasoned Dungeoneer is a card, well, not truly made for 1v1 Magic, but since the whole commander thing blew up in Magic, R&D is just making those commander cards, which they're amazing in Legacy.
So you get the initiative.
If you watch the best Pauper series deck of all time, there was a deck called Turbo Initiative, which is like super mega banned. Now I get into the Undercity and I go through it chapter after chapter every upkeep, making now Thoralf, you have to play against this.
So just like Monarchy, you can steal the initiative if you attack with creatures.
Exactly. If your deck is full of creatures, then the initiative would be weaker, because of course you can steal my initiative back, like a Ginger Brute, like in Pauper.
Obviously here in Cardmarket Studios, we don't shy any of the production value, so we even have a prepared initiative hat for you.
Before starting, Thoralf introduced me to the closet of many hats of Cardmarket, and I chose the carrot hat.
It's a pumpkin.
Am I orange hat now? All right.
Isn't that the most adorable picture ever?
I'll pick up a basic planes, because that's what the...
Oh, right, I'm losing the game. I forgot.
That's what the first chapter of the Undercity says, and then Thoralf, you can go.
I'll draw. I'll play an island and pass the turn.
All right, untap. I'm actually a little bit scared of the plow, so I'm gonna go to the Lost Well and scry 2. I'm looking for more threats here. Well, these are certainly not threats, so I'll put them both on the bottom. And draw. I will go to combat.
I will just sword it. I don't like taking damage.
So you sorted that, but what if I would play another one?
I mean, you already have the initiative. How bad can it be?
Actually, this wonderful mechanic tailored for 1 versus 1 play lets me go through dungeon again, even if I already have it. So I'm gonna get a treasure here.
I'll spend my time losing, looking into the future. 3.
You can find a terminus though. Oh, you find it! Okay.
Promise, is it even good? Like this. And untap, draw, play land, say go.
Untap. I'll move down the dungeon. Can I please get a skeleton token?
Unfortunately, we're out of skeletons.
No, I saw it before starting. And draw.
It's so mean that it also gives you more threats.
Can I go to combat?
No. Yes.
Alright, so I didn't say this ability, but this engineer has an extra ability. It says, whenever you attack, target attacking cleric, rogue, warrior, or wizard gains protection from creatures until end of turn, and it explores, because why wouldn't it explore, right?
Yeah, why not?
This is a warrior, so I'm gonna reveal the top card. It's a Thalia. I'll put a counter on this. I'll explore to the graveyard, and now this can't be blocked by creatures.
So I take 4.
Well, of course, Thoralf has a terminus, so I'm not inclined to play more creatures, but I want to place an Elite Spellbinder, because that's the way that Thoralf has to steal the initiative with a creature, with a Snapcaster Mage or a Vendilion Click. So let's just play more into the terminus, which doesn't matter too much, because I have the initiative. Even if it increases all my creatures, I can still get value in that silent and innocuous way that is the initiative.
Okay, I'll play a land after, and now, well, you showed me the terminus, which I'm not supposed to know. I think I should just once again use the Cavern of Souls and play another human. It's gonna be an Elite Spellbinder. This is Polo Vito Damo de Rosa winning Worlds.
So then it gets exiled and costs 2 more.
Yes.
Usually the plan was to play the click, attack, get the initiative, and then terminus, because then I have it and I can keep getting the advantage. But it appears to be now we have to change our gears, actually go through one cycle for Andrea of the whole initiative, let him get the creature, and then set up a terminus. So he still has that, but then the first things gives that a little bit of time to find a creature and attack until there's a 4/1 skeleton or even another creature. I think my only out is to let you look at my hand.
Alright. Exile this Vendilion Click. I'll put it under here. You can play it for 5 mana, but it's not gone.
I don't have it yet.
You can go.
When you have tough times, take a break and look into the top 3 cards of my life.
Oh, you can terminus now.
I don't terminus now, no.
Not that bad.
I will draw a card. And pass the turn.
Try to bait Thoralf and terminus now, because of course next turn I finish the dungeon. Boom! We go to the last chapter, revealing the top 10. Ooh, Palace Jailer. I wouldn't mind getting some Monarchy as well.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what? You can terminus me. I'm gonna get both the Monarchy and the Initiative here. Gonna choose the Palace Jailer. It comes into play with 3 counters. It has X-proof until your next end step, and I shuffle the rest of my deck.
Well, most importantly, you are the Pumpkin King. Magic is fun.
Ha! Ooh. Alright, time to attack you.
Yeah, I feel like at this point we have to use the top, put looking on this deck. But I won't do it now. I will draw from the top.
Oh!
I am so lucky.
Wow, I never saw that coming.
So this one is on top. I will pay for terminus. With the looking still on this deck, I will fetch, because I don't like the cards I'm about to
You don't want to
look
draw
at.
top anymore.
No. I'll get a Tundra, and then I look at the top 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Put them back. And now you can do your shenanigans again.
Well, my shenanigans again will just use once again Cavern of Souls to play an uncounterable Thalia. Also, a Lotus Petal. I guess I could have put
No, the order was perfect.
the Thalia is maybe better. I get to my end step and I'm drawing for my Monarchy.
Yes. This is why all of this is so broken. Without doing anything, you get to draw 2.5 cards each turn. Draw the card, mystery card. It's a Caracas.
Oh, Caracas for my Thalia.
And it's your turn.
I go to my dungeon, first chapter, to search for a basic, but I only play 2 and they're both of them into play. And then I draw for turn. I'll attack you for 2.
I will take it.
I'll play a City of Traders. I'll spend 2 mana on my Ancient Tomb, go down to 15, and play a Walking Ballista with X equal 3.
Is that a human? I can force it.
You can finally force it, but to spend 1 mana.
End of turn, I use Carcass, which actually doesn't only add white mana, it can also bounce legendary permanents.
End of turn, I draw for Monarchy.
Right, yes. This is the big moment, because I'm about to start my rush on your kingdom.
Ooh, oh wow, Entreat the Angel, okay.
I will miracle.
How did you know about it?
I topped before I shuffled away the top.
Ah, nice play, Thoralf.
I will make 2 angels, because when I miracle and treat the angels, it doesn't cost white, XX. It only costs X, white.
Must be nice to play angels. 2 angels. So jealous of you.
Thank you.
Do you have anything else to play?
Absolutely not. Wait, wasn't that big enough?
Try to. That's not good. You know what, Thoralf? I will slam it to you.
That's not how slamming works.
It's on top of my deck.
Ah, okay.
Well, what if I also have a miracle? A miracle. A miracle. A miracle.
Did you just come up with that? Like,
Yes, I'm just a natural over here. I'll go to 13. I have exactly 7 mana, and I would like to clone your angels. Think, just in case you have or draw a removal spell, I should play something. So I just play this tiny little walking ballista here using my 2 treasures. And the end of turn, draw for the Monarchy. Ha!
all right, I think I've got you exactly where I want you to be, because now it's 2 angels against 2 angels. But actually it's not, because I will be generous and give you 4 lives, but one of them needs to go.
Thank you for the 4 lives.
Yes. So now I've noticed you only have 1 flying blocker, so I want everything. Give it to me.
Should I trade here? Yes, I will. I'll trade your angel with my angel.
Yes.
Thoralf,
Give it to me.
it's time
Woohoo!
to get both the pumpkin hat and the monarchy hat. You also
I've never felt so powerful in my
get
life.
your Undercity, so you can pick up a basic land and put it in your hand.
Unlike you, I actually do have many basic lands in my deck. End of turn. One of those things gives me the power to draw a card.
Untap, upkeep. For the first time in this game, I don't have an action.
How does it feel?
Not great. I would like to pick back what's mine, Thoralf.
No, not so fast. I will show you the power of Monarchy. I will tap 2 islands and play a Snapcaster Mage.
No!
Now when it enters the battlefield, I can choose an instant or sorcery spell in my graveyard and gains flashback, so I can play it for the mana cost as Swords to Plowshares.
Okay.
So now, until the end of turn, I can play Swords to Plowshares, but I actually don't want to right now. I would ask you if I can block.
No, you can't. I would like to put a counter on my walking ballista before blocks.
Well, in response, I will have to use the sword.
I will ping the Snapcaster Mage.
Snapcaster Mage died.
And then I go to my second main. I'll play an Emira Call, but this time not as a 2-angel type of creature, but as a plains, or rather as a land that comes into play on tap. I'll take 3 damage for it, and then 2 damage for my Ancient Tomb, so I take 5 total. Cast the Palace Jailer that you shuffled into my deck. I'll just get back 1 single item from your head.
Can I give you the other one?
No.
I want the crown.
And I will also exile the Angel forever.
Yes.
Okay, before drawing, I realized that my City of Traders is dead. Then I draw from my Monarchy and pass the turn to you. You go to the second chapter. Do you want to scry or put 2 counters on a creature?
I'll scry. Oh, alright. We'll put this down, this on top, draw it. I play a main phase Brainstorm.
Oh wow, okay, sure.
1, 2, 3, G. I will put those back and then play a Flooded Strand.
Okay, you can shuffle them away. No effects in my upkeep. Draw. I'll go to combat.
Please do so.
Zik. And
So now you have to put the pumpkin over the crown.
I'll move to the Undercity. I go to the 3rd chapter and I'd like to get back a treasure token here. I'll tap 3 lands. And unfortunately, I can't use the Cavern of Souls this time because I'm about to play an Orc Cleric. White Plume Adventurer, this is the card that got banned.
Here I could use my Force of Will to counter the White Plume Adventurer, but that means I can't cast my Click from exile at the same time, and we can't afford to be 2 triggers of Monarch and the initiative behind, so that means we kind of have to let it resolve, hopefully take back all the things, keep them, and then go from there to catch up. It's gonna be a tough one, but I think this is the right line.
This card, once again, gives me the initiative. And also, at the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, I can untap, creatures, and if I finish the dungeon, which I did, I can untap all of them.
At the end of turn, I will sacrifice my flooded strand. I will get a Tundra and then cast for 5 mana my Vanilla Click, targeting me.
Targeting you?
When it comes to the play, you look at target player's hands, you may choose a non-land card, reveal it, and put it on the bottom of the library and draw a card. I will show you a Force of Will. I draw.
And before you untap with that Caracas up, since this is a legend, of course, I have to solitude it now.
Mamma mia.
You gain 3, you go to 11, and then I draw from my Monarchy. Any Terminus action?
Oh, Blind Terminus? I know. No, good enough. Okay, well, we have some form of setup we can do. So I will play Jace.
Okay.
And then Jace enters with 3 counters, and we will brainstorm.
Okay.
So, 1, 2, 3. Well, we only have 1 shot and 1 opportunity.
To seize everything you ever wanted?
I will ponder.
Okay.
I will shuffle. I don't even need to look. I need exactly land.
And then?
And then Terminus. Draw from ponder?
Okay.
It's just a ponder. Here you go.
All right, untap.
Yes.
I finished the dungeon once again. That's all in high. You got 1 more turn.
Okay.
1 more dungeon. I'm gonna go for the Seasoned Dungeoneer, which will put my initiative back at 1. Once again, I don't have basic lands. And then I draw for turn. Okay, actually this draw thing changed my math. I'm gonna play another initiative creature, the millionth. So I go to the Forge. That's gonna put 2 counters on my Palace Jailer.
So how much is that?
I have the +1/+1 of Seasoned Engineer, so I have 12 damage here.
And I'm 11, so even if I force, it doesn't make any difference. Okay, hit me.
All right. Yeah, okay, sure. I'll explore. Chalice in the graveyard, 12 damage to you, no Jace, just you. All right, oof.
Sideboarding isn't too hard. We take out the counter spells, which are pretty bad against Cavern of Souls. Also, Spell Pierce doesn't do too much because the deck mainly contains of creatures. So we take out 2 Spell Pierce, 2 counter spells, and bring in more removal spells like Path to Exile, the Terminus, and of course another creature that can take the initiative and Monarch.
I am going to trim a little bit of everything, and let's hope that in next game my draws are as good as in game 1.
All right.
You're on to play this time.
I feel like that was a steal I had to make in order to win the match, so it's kind of up against the wall. Yes. You as well?
I think my deck aims for better. I'll mulligan it. Discipline.
So it didn't have lands and spells.
And this is why you should never mulligan. Because when you go from 7 to 6, your 6 is always worse than your 7. I'm going down to 5, Thoralf.
Do you do coach?
All right, going to 5 over here. Let's hope to get a good one.
Unfortunately, I'm down to 5 cards, which, you know, isn't exciting, but I have a Chalice of the Void, and I have an Elite Spellbinder.
This is definitely the best hand of the 3. Bottom these 2 cards, which I really would have loved to keep, but those are the harsh rule of this game.
That's the problem with mulligan. You have to say goodbye to some of your cards. And do you love all your cards equally?
Well, I love Ancient 2 more, the rest equally.
I will start off with a Tundra and pass the turn.
All right. Play Ancient Tomb, a card that I love, as I said. And I will go for Chalice on 1 again.
That would be unfortunate.
Spells Nair?
Ding, ding, ding,
In
ding.
Legacy?
Go, go, go. It's 2011, baby.
Go.
Draw. I will play an island. Normally in Magic you want to spend your mana because that's mana efficiency. You want to spend it to gain an effect, and that means not mana used is mana wasted. But also sometimes in Magic you have to see the difference when you want to hold off your spells. For example, now I could cast a Brainstorm, even shuffle, but my hand is literally perfect and has about everything I want to do. So I don't need to make a decision which cards I want to have right now because it might change in 1 or 2 turns and I can still cast a Brainstorm later. So right now I'm sufficient with what I have, and I'm very excited to use the Brainstorm and the Fetch Land later on in the game to optimize my hand. And pass the turn.
Untap and draw. I'll play Eganjo. I'll tap my Tomb again, down to 16 I go. And then I play Elite Spellbinder. You counter it?
Well, things changed because now there's an Elite Spellbinder and I can use the Brainstorm to hide cards from Elite Spellbinder. But again, in this case, I have to think of my opponent. What is the most likely card they want to pick? And I'm not even quite sure that Brainstorm would be the target because I also have a Vidillion Click. So I have to path the creature because I don't want the path to be taken by the Elite Spellbinder and not be cast now. But I don't need to Brainstorm because, well, I can just Brainstorm later and the click isn't too important. I think I don't even care. So we'll path the Spellbinder.
Wow, it gave me a basic land.
Yeah. And now you get to Spellbind.
Okay, so my rule with Spellbinder is always to take the most expensive cards of your hand. So I'm just gonna go for the Vendilion Click once again.
Draw, play a land, pass the turn.
And draw. I'll top this land, I go to 14, and if your plan was to kill my next threat, well, it's not gonna go well for you because I have an Archon of Absolution, a Legacy staple. Taylor Lord for the Mono White Initiative mirror match. Good against you as well. 4 mana 3/2 flyer, protection from white. Creatures can't attack me or a Planeswalker unless they pay 1 for each of them.
Well, in response, I don't know what comes out of it, but I will try. I'll cast a Brainstorm.
Okay, sure. Making the control deck scared with my Archon of Absolution here.
I put this down.
Does it result?
It does.
Woo! Land go?
Draw. I will play an island and fetch for a Tundra.
Is that Chase the Mind Sculptor?
It is not, unfortunately. Chase would be pretty good.
That would have been game over, yes.
But you are correct, it is a 4-mana powerful Planeswalker.
What?
This is what we had
You play Elspeth?
back then in the day. It was the best we got. No Okos, no Nadas.
That's so bad.
So it will go up to 5 because I +1 for a soldier.
Alright, cool. You have a 1/1 for 4 mana.
Here you go.
I can go. Thank you. On top and draw. I will attack your Elspeth.
Yes, she goes down to 2.
I'll play a second Plains. I'll tap 2 Ancient Tomb. I'll go down to 10. And I'll play an Miracle.
Yes.
So I put 2 Angels into play once again.
The good part about Miracle is you're never hopeless. You always have that one chance of a miracle.
Ooh.
It's a Tundra. It's very bad. My only hope is a Miracle Terminus. And I have a Snapcaster Mage for the Brainstorm in my graveyard. Now, the most logical thing on first glance is to play the Snapcaster Mage in my opponent phase, cast a Brainstorm, draw 1 card. If that's a Terminus, whoa, we Miracle, we win the game. But unfortunately, that's not very likely. But if I use Snapcaster Mage right now, I have more ways to use my mana for cards like a Ponder or another Brainstorm. And that is way more likely to get the benefit out of using the mana right now than hoping for the 1 Miracle Terminus that we have to hit. I will not play the Sundra because I probably might need it. To not have it. I will cast a Snapcaster Mage.
Sure.
And target the Brainstorm and play a Brainstorm. I'll Brainstorm. 1, 2. Unfortunate. Well, I'm gonna put those back. Play a land. Make a token that can't attack. Await our fate.
Ooh, my Maul to 5 shaped up quite well here. So I'm gonna tap with this 2 at your Elspeth and this one at you.
Andrea.
What?
I might have hidden my excitement for my Brainstorm. I cast another Brainstorm.
Okay.
I was very excited about my Brainstorm because I'm showing you Terminus.
No way.
Yeah. I will finish my Brainstorm resolving.
Yeah, this is in your hand.
1, 2, 3.
No.
Maybe I will put those back. Fortunately, I made the very good decision of still having Terminus in my hand, so I'm gonna cast it.
Alright. I don't have much left. I'll play a lower end.
Oh! You can destroy an artifact or enchantment. Alright, now we go in total mode. Music change. We're gonna make a soldier. And pass the turn.
Draw. We each draw a card.
Oh, you and me?
Yeah.
Alright.
Ha! I'll play a land on human.
Okay.
And I'll play a Palace Jailer. Uncounterable. Pick up my crown again.
Well, may I? Whoop.
Yeah, but he's just doing this because he's gonna take it soon.
It's okay. There needs to be a king in order to steal the crown.
Alright, so my Palace Jailer kills your soldier.
It's gone.
I go to my end step.
Yes.
Draw.
Yes. With you drawing the card, I will cast a Vendilion Click for 5 mana.
No, I top deck the Touch of the Spirit Realm. Ha!
My turn?
Your turn.
Untap. Draw. I will put Elspeth.
Yep.
So now it's a 6/4 flyer.
I take 6.
Oh, thank you very much. Nice that you handed so easily. We're gonna just pass and draw a card from the monarchy. Yes.
I will attack you with both.
Before blocking, I will cast a Snapcaster Mage, targeting
Okay.
back to exile.
Okay.
And then block.
Before block, you and me draw a card.
Alright. Oh, I drew a Swords to Portia. Sword. Thank you
I
very
gain
much.
2 life. I go to 6.
Thank you. I will block it.
Okay. And you have a Path of Exile flashback.
Yes.
Joke's on you, I don't have any creatures, but I have a Caracas to prolong my death. And pass to you.
Draw. I will start off with a Brainstorm. 1, 2, 3. So they go away. We fetch with a Flooded Stain. Get a Plains. And yeah, I mean, I will attack.
I will bounce it.
Yes, it is bounced. I don't need to pump the click. I make a soldier. And it's your turn. I'm still a monarch, so we're drawing.
Untap and draw. Do you do anything in my draw step?
Yes, please. In your draw step, I will click.
Ha, joke's on you, my hands suck.
Okay, you can keep those.
I'll play an Uncounterable Thalia.
Resolves.
I'll play Cavern on Cleric and pass to you.
End of turn. I will play a Snapcaster Mage.
Ooh.
Just blank Ambush Vibe.
Okay.
I'll draw. I will play a Sensei Divine Tool and look into
for
it.
it.
1, 2, 3. I will order it like this.
All right.
I will use the top and
Sure.
draw a Caracas.
No.
I will bounce Talia
Okay, I will bounce.
I will pump the soldier.
Even didn't click.
and then attack for 6.
And I die. Let's go to the third game. It's my time once again. I'm on the plate. Let's see what I got here. Too many lands and no chalice on mulligan.
Again, our hand is immensely great, and this one specifically has everything we want to do because we do have a lot of removal spells for the creatures Andrea brings, and we're even quite happy for him to play the Initiative/Monarch cards because we then have a Snapcaster Mage we can use to pressure. I have a good hand.
I will have a good hand soon. This is my hand on.
This hand is good. I will bottom a Lotus Petal because I'm not interested to go Seed of Traders, Lotus Petal, Weapon Adventure. That's too weak against Force of Will. I have this Cavern of Souls which can protect both this Elite Spellbinder and this Weapon Adventure naming Cleric. So I'm gonna bottom a Lotus Petal and start with a safe Cavern of Souls, go.
Alright, I bottomed this card and I'm ready to start. I'll go for a Cavern of Souls, name Cleric, and pass the turn.
Cleric.
Cleric.
Interesting.
Yeah.
No human. Just
No
cleric.
human. I got a lot of clerics in my
Okay, that
hand.
mean. I'll play Caracas.
I have no legends for now. I'll play Seed of Traders, and with the Cavern of Souls, I'll start the Uncounterable Initiative here. Turn 2 White Plume Adventure. I'll go to the dungeon, grab a basic planes, and pass the turn to you.
End of turn. I will sort it.
That's why this deck is strong. It doesn't suffer removal spells too much. I'll
No.
go 23 and pass.
Draw a card, play a Scalding Turn, pass the turn.
Untap and draw.
Alright, so my plan was to play Elite Spellbinder uncounterable, but this Seasoned Engineer may change everything. It is counterable by a Force of Will, yes, but I feel like I have to cast it now because I have to use the Seed of Traders before it dies. Because if I go for Spellbinder and then I play a land, next turn I don't have enough mana to cast the Dungeoneer. So I'm going to play the Dungeoneer now, floating mana, playing a land, casting Dungeoneer, and then Thoralf will probably force it, and then next turn I'll play an Elite Spellbinder, playing a new land. Kinda like, you know, Seed of Traders is a broken land, but you have to sequence around it.
I'll tap 2 mana for the Seed of Traders,
Bye.
and then I'll play a Plains, the Seed of Trader dies, and I'll play a card that's actually counterable. Seasoned Engineer. Do you have a force?
No.
Okay.
Resolves.
Nice. I'll go to the stash, make a treasure, and pass the turn to you.
End of turn. I will take 1 and get a Tundra. Now, sometimes you need to do things.
No, it isn't.
They're just sad. But it's the Ambush Viper again. I've heard there's a big prize for hitting my opponent.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put my pumpkin hat on.
Ah, sad. I'll draw. Since I want to do any damage, I will have to remove your Seasoned Engineer. I will sort it.
I got 26, but that doesn't matter too much because what it matters is that you gain the initiative.
Whee!
You can pick up a basic land from your deck
Yes.
and put it in your hand.
Which is lucky because I didn't have any land.
I cannot steal the initiative back. Maybe playing that Seasoned Dungeoneer was not a good play after all.
So take an island and pass the turn.
Untap and draw. I feel like you have a bunch of one drop there, so I'm gonna try to stifle them with a Chalice of the Void. X equal 1.
Yes, I know I said challenge is very dangerous, but I think in this specific case, we can work around it. It still counters a third of our deck once we draw it, but now looking at the situation we do have a Force of Will, which we can use for another spell, so it's not quite dangerous. And we have a Brainstorm to hide our 1 mana casting cost cards, so we then shuffle away and don't draw one of those. So I think in this case, we differ from the norm and let the chalice be. In response, I will play my 1 mana spell.
Okay.
And draw 3. Okay. I think we're going to take an unusual approach, but I will be working out.
Does that mean that my Chalice resolves?
It does. Untap. I'll draw.
Hey! You have the initiative.
Yes, I will go to the Lost Well.
Oh wow, so you scry and you can actually put away those 2 cards from Brainstorm.
Totally planned. Okay, I'll draw. Oh, it's a 1 draw. I have to calculate what the damage is.
Do you have to calculate damages? I'm at 24. What do you want to calculate?
So 24 has the very nice approach of being dividable at 4. I will fetch.
What?
I'll get a Tundra, tap 4, play an Elspeth,
Whoa, okay.
and then plus it on the mage at a tap
Wow.
for 5.
Untap and draw. I'll play an Uncounterable Elite Spellbinder.
Unfortunate.
I'll take a Force of Will. And then I'll play a Cavern of Souls, naming humans, and pass.
Upkeep. I remember.
All right.
Stuff happens in my upkeep. I'll get a treasure. Okay, we're gonna attack for 2.
No blocks. I'll get a 17.
And then we'll play the most honest card in the whole deck. 6 mana Terminus.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So now this goes on the bottom. I'll make a soldier, and it's your turn.
It's time to draw a initiative card.
How about not?
No. I'll play an Eganjo and pass to you.
Untap. Upkeep. We'll get a skeleton. I'm 1 turn away of getting like whatever big card I can get. I'll draw. Okay, we'll pump the soldier and attack for 4.
You're close to the emblem.
I hope I do the emblem. But for now,
Oh,
we're gonna
wow.
add a second Planeswalker to our arsenal.
Yeah, Brainstorm with Jace.
And I will actually look at your card
Oh, wow.
and see. I cannot allow you to have it.
Okay. Do I go?
Yes, please.
Ha! I'll play an Miracle as a land, taking 3 damage, going down to 10. And I'll play 1 Not as a land.
That resolves.
Alright, get 2 angels. And now it's time for your big play.
Okay, 10 cards.
Reveal 10 cards.
1,
No!
6, 10. Oh, look at that.
3 counters. And do you also look at my hand or your hand?
You don't seem to have anything.
I have a great card in my hand.
And I have a 1 drop, so I'll show
1
you
drop.
this
Okay,
spells
sure.
now. Put it back.
Alright, you
Draw the card from the click,
and then the card for turn.
and then the card for turn. I will use the Jace to bounce one of the angels.
Strong.
And then I will use the Elsmith to pump the soldier.
Okay.
And then attack you for 8.
Take it. I got
2.
2 life.
Mr. Rainforest, go.
Untap. Draw. There is nothing I can do, unfortunately. I'll attack you.
Block.
We die.
Woohoo!
I'll play a Thalia, and I pass.
I will get together basic.
Yeah, you got the basic
I will
too.
not get a basic.
Why you decline?
I don't care. I'm the, not the monarch. I'm the pumpkin king.
All right, Thoralf, you have an Elspeth at 8. I believe in the last 10 years of Magic, no one has done that.
I'll cash in.
Wow,
The
you
grand
do?
prize.
Okay.
So for the rest of the game, which is unfortunately only probably 1 this turn,
Yeah.
all my artifacts, lands, creatures, and enchantments are indestructible.
Wow, your cards are indestructible. That's such a powerful mechanic.
All of them. I will bounce your Thalia. And then attack you for 5.
You seem a little bit too confident over there.
No.
I'm gonna channel a touch of the spirit realm.
How do you ever remove stuff? They're indestructible.
That you can't counter either.
No.
And blink your skeleton. You're gonna just pump this, but nope. Untap and draw. I'll play a Thalia.
Yeah.
I'll spend 1 mana and play a Lotus Petal.
Yeah.
And
Cards in
pass.
hand.
0.
Yeah. Untap. Don't care about it. Draw. Bounce Thalia. My indestructible soldier. I didn't think I would win through a Chalice of Void of 1. But
So crazy that your deck has zero answer to Chalice. Like,
Yeah.
either force it or just have to live with it. Like, not even a disenchant.
well, we do have an Elspeth. That's kind of...
Alright, GG's.